So I started growing pumpkins this year for the first year ever, and I thought I would share some mistakes that I made that, might help people who are growing them for the first time. Things to avoid that I probably should have known better about, but just to help you guys out. So number one, spacing. You've got to really, really take that into consideration. And I kind of knew that, but I just was over eager and I kind of clumped them together too much. The more you can spread them out, the better. Pumpkins, they really like to sprawl, and they really just can take over. So you want to make sure they have lots and lots of space to help prevent different diseases they can get and whatnot. Number two, diseases. Make sure you have sort of a way to deal with powdery mildew, because you will get it. You 1,000,000% will get it, and it's better to catch it early on and have something in place to deal with it. Be just ready to go, because if you don't, it'll just take over. I used the milk trick, and it didn't work out well for me. I think it ended up killing a bunch of my plants. And I also sprayed it on my cucumber leaves, because I thought that, being that they're sort of similar type plants, that it will be okay. And it definitely seemed to have killed those. So I don't know, I've heard using a low fat milk is better for that if you are going to do it. I used a full fat milk, and maybe that was the problem. Either way, I'm not doing that again, I don't think. I might try it on one plant next year, but we'll see. Number three, you're going to have pest problems. So that's another thing you need to be ready for. The cucumber beetles, the vine borer beetles, they're just, especially where I am in Ohio, the cucumber beetles are just insane, absolutely insane. However, if you have a healthy plant, I don't think they're going to kill it. They're not going to do a crazy amount of damage. It's more the different powdery mildews, and there's another type of mildew, I can't think of the name of it, but those are the ones you really have to have sort of a plan to deal with. The cucumber beetles, I'm talking about cucumber plants. Well, I think they do affect the freaking pumpkin as well. That's why I'm talking about cucumber beetles. Oh my god. So yeah, that's some advice. What else? Fertilizing. You got to make sure they're heavy feeders, both cucumbers and pumpkins. So you need to make sure you've got really good fertilized soil, and you may want to fertilize them continuously throughout the growing season. These are just things I've learned as a novice vegetable gardener that might help you out. The only other thing I will say is plant flowers. Make sure for all your vegetables, before you plant your vegetable seeds, plant a flower garden, because you're going to want those beneficial insects. You're going to want the pollinators. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Pollination. People often recommend hand pollinating, and I think it's a must. I don't think it's just a recommendation. I think it's you have to do it, because your yield will just be increased so much if you just take the time and effort to go around and hand pollinate. I didn't do it this year. I was reliant on the pollinators, and so far, with the disease, with the lack of pollination, the overcrowded, all the problems I've had, so far I've just got about 6 or 7 pumpkins, and they're small. Now, I did get a miniature variety, but they're smaller than they're supposed to be. So I would learn from my mistakes, and hopefully you will have a better outcome than I have had. And yeah, good luck. All right. Mwah.